like, I was at practice this morning and I saw Dvorsky on the power play with a one-timer that was wicked and it scored. So I'm predicting a Dvorsky power play goal tonight on a one-timer. I was like, who is this woman? Super intelligent. She already knew. She predicted it. But the Blues win. Thank God. We'll get into that. Monday Night Football. Sorry, Cowboy fans. And I know there are a lot of you around America, Dallas Cowboy fans, that is. Maybe it's because of your owner and the jack that he is and how he participated in helping Stan Kroenke take the Rams from St. Louis. That was the end point, by the way. I'm not talking about all the opportunities that St. Louis had to keep the Rams before that, going back many, 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 many years. Just not a Jerry Jones fan. Which means I'm not a Cowboys fan. Sorry. What a joke of an organization they are. They lose to the Arizona Cardinals last night on Monday Night Football without Kyler Murray at quarterback. Maybe Jacoby Brissett should be the starter in Arizona. And is it me or is Kyler Murray always hurt? I don't know. It just seems like he misses a lot of games. And
Kyler Murray's always hurt.
I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, with that being said, you had Monday Night Football going on. We'll get into that. Patrick Mahomes blaming himself for one of his worst offensive performances on Sunday against the Bills. He was really bad. I think he was under 50% in throwing, which means he'll be amazing next week when they play the Colts. That's right. The Chiefs are at the Colts. They both lost this week. Colts, Chiefs. I'll say it. If the Chiefs lose next week at the Colts, they're officially on notice of not making the playoffs. They'd be 5-5, especially in their division. So, but the Chargers just lost their best offensive lineman, Mr. Alt. So that is not good in San Diego. So those are things, obviously, sports standpoint. College basketball back in action. The Billikens last night. We could talk about them. They won. Mizzou back in action. They won. College basketball, also another really good game last night. It's fun to watch. Arizona and Florida. Arizona upset Florida, if you want to call it an upset, 13 beating a 3. But that was fun to watch. So those sports things are happening. We've got St. Louis City SC with a new director. So they're making news there. Also, Mizzou football for Saturday. Talking about the point spread. Where Missouri is getting ready to take on Mizzou. And A&M, what a game that should be, 2:30. What do you think the chances are Mizzou has a chance to pull the upset? Talking to a friend of mine yesterday, he said slim and none. They're going to get run, Vic. I said, really? Really? You think so? He said, take Texas A&M and give up the points. And I said, you're that confident about that, huh? He said, yep. So anyway, you get about that. There's also that line, by the way, on DraftKings is 7. 7 points right now with an over-under of just 48.5. So, we'll see where that goes. Also, video surfaced. Remember the story we were talking about yesterday? The Sky Zone story?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Did you see any of the video yet?
No, but I have it up.
Oh, my gosh. We'll get into that, too. Trying to make sure. Now we're starting to find out more, but it doesn't say necessarily that they're closing. They just shut down that night because they were getting overrun by people who didn't want to wait in line. And I was like, oh, no, why? That's not good. No need for this. If 100 people all show up at the door at the same time and you can't get everybody in, that's going to be an issue. I get it. But then people got very, very, very frustrated. So they had to shut it down. So it's not being shut down for good that I can see. It was just shut down that because there was a gunshot, literally a gunshot outside at Sky Zone. So another one of those stories that we can talk about. Spirit Airlines making some changes at Lambert. We will get into as well. Like to promote here on the show as well. Anything from a St. Louis standpoint, local barbecue restaurant in the Metro East trying to help people who have been impacted by SNAP. Anybody helping, if anybody is in that category that where people need to be promoted, let us know. Jump it on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Once again, Facebook, X, and YouTube. And promote. We love to promote whenever we need to. You tell us what's happening in your neck of the woods. You tell us who needs to be promoted, business, people, whatever. That's what we love to do. We're here for you guys Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. as always. All things St. Louis all the time. Any other stories that you guys have? Any other opinions that you guys have as well? We'll get into that. You NBA fans, we do it all. Sports, news, a little bit of politics, entertainment, food, drink. Heck, we'll even let Rye talk NBA. Kevin Durant says that Cooper Flagg, the upcoming rookie, is going to go down as one of the greatest basketball players in NBA history. I'm like, what? What? Already? Kevin, what? What are you saying? I'm just happy the Blues got their win last night. That was huge. So now they pick up 2 points, and guess what? Everybody else under the division won as well last night. So they're still in last place, but you got to start somewhere because they were in danger of losing again. And Bennington made the saves when he had to in the second period and the third period. So that is great. Also, this morning, the weather looking mid-70s for a few days, sunny. How does that fit for you? Last night was absolutely gorgeous as the sun set. Really, really like that as well. We talked about it's a voting day. Also, this is interesting too. There is a substance known by several names, but it's called 7-0, 7-OH. It's kind of a synthetic kratom, so it's led to a sharp increase in exposure reports. So we'll talk about that, and it's basically sold at vape shops. So people, Missouri Department of Health is telling people they need to be concerned about that. AC/DC has a big tour coming up in 2026. They have a St. Louis stop. We'll let you know where that is as well. And news coming out this morning, former U.S. Vice President to George Bush has died, Dick Cheney. He served 2 terms with Bush from 2001 to 2009, 84 years old. 46th Vice President of the United States, passed away last night due to complications from pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease. So thoughts and prayers with his family after they're going through that situation. Okay, 6:16 on this November 4th. We're glad you're with us this morning. We wake you up Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us from 8 to 10 o'clock. Jennifer Bardot's show is today from 10 to 11. We promoted her last week, her business show. And then, of course, Charlie Tune and the Posse from 11 to 1, as they are every day from that standpoint. Okay, the Blues last night finally get a win. Maybe the chemistry was lacking. Maybe it was goaltending. Maybe it was defense. Whatever the case, they gave up 2 quick goals. But at the end, they came back, scored 2 period goals to take the lead, or to actually tie, which was key. You also had Robert Thomas back in the lineup, making a big difference. He scored the second goal. Dvorsky with the first goal. And they really, really, really needed that last night. In danger of losing their 3rd straight. They find a way to win. And now you literally have the Blues. So they're 4-7-2. They've got 10 points. It was just their second win at home. That's right, their second. So with that being said, they were able to keep Connor McDavid in check for most of the night. The other thing that I loved about that, watching the Blues last night, is the fact that they play well against Edmonton at home, and they came back. Dalibor Dvorsky getting his first goal on a power play. That's key. Scoring the first one. Robert Thomas getting the second goal. Then Pius Suter getting the game winner late in the 3rd period with under a minute and a half remaining. And that pretty much sealed the deal. Edmonton just 6-5 on the season as well, so it's not like they're having some great season. So did you get excited about the Blues? You can jump in and talk with us if you want to. How's the daylight saving time working for you with this early morning? The sunlight is out. The sun is out. And the Blues get back to action, by the way. That would be because they're back on the road now for 2 games. So it's an opportunity for them to go continue this win streak now as we talk about their schedule as they move forward now, because here's what they got going on. They're off today, travel day, but then they get back to action on tomorrow night at Washington and then at Buffalo, their next 2 games. But then the Blues will be back home Saturday night, too, if you're looking to watch them. Saturday, November 8th, they'll be back taking on or skating with Seattle. So now you know from what happens with their schedule. So nice job. Nice win last night. Looked like the crowd. I love the crowd. I love the Blues crowd. I mean, we're even on a Monday night, packed house cheering on the Blues there in the 3rd period, trying to help them come away with the victory, which is what they did. So nice to see them get that done. Also, from a sports standpoint, St. Louis City SC has appointed a new sporting director. His name is Corey Ray. He's going to oversee the team's roster strategy, scouting, and recruitment, plus player health and performance. So, quote, Corey is a progressive sporting director who brings a forward-thinking, holistic approach to building winning teams. That coming from City SC president and GM Diego Giuliani. Quote, his extensive knowledge of the MLS landscape, deep squad building and recruiting expertise, and proven track record in creating high-performing, sustainable organizations and cultures make him an ideal fit for the club. He will make us stronger by building upon our existing foundation and working collaboratively with our sporting team to improve in every aspect of our operations. He had been working as the director of soccer at CF Montreal. He has also held the assistant general manager roles at both Toronto FC and the Columbus Crew. So, Corey, welcome to St. Louis. Big soccer fans here. Really hope you can help this team get moving forward and doing everything that we want to see this team do. Let's go get it going. Corey Ray with St. Louis City SC. 6:21, by the way, on this Tuesday morning. It's November 4th. So glad you're with us today. You can jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Of course, you're listening to us on 590 as well. If you have St. Louis news, if you have St. Louis stories, if you have promotions, let us know. We'll do that for you. By the way, the high, expect to be about 71 today. Tomorrow, 71. Thursday, 66. Maybe some possible showers on Friday at 69. But then, Saturday, 66. But then all of a sudden, Sunday, people, Sunday and Monday, the highs are 48 and 47. Then we start to see some more of those really colder temperatures that we hadn't seen in quite some time. So enjoy the week. Get ready for what's coming by Sunday and Monday, because that'll get a whole lot more chilly. Anyway, once again, the number to give us a call is 855-282-8255. And if you want to check out all of our information, you can do it at luinfo.com. It's a website on the station. We'll keep you posted on all of the programming that we have throughout the day and moving forward. You guys can do that very, very simply and easily. Okay, Billikens last night, from a basketball standpoint, won 92-67. They really look sharp. You just hope that this team can stay healthy, keep all their tools in place, because they really did look good. I mean, they looked good last night. Robbie Avila had a really good game. He had 18 points, 11 rebounds, doing exactly what we hoped that he could be doing. Just really, really good. Deion Brown, a new name for the Billikens, 11 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. It was also good to see him. Kellen Thames was back playing last night. Love to see that. Billikens 1-0 right now after beating Southeast Missouri State last night. So the Billikens, could have a really, really good year. A lot of expectations for that team as well. Speaking of college basketball, Missouri, a lot of quiet anticipation about this basketball team. Dennis Gates' 4th season. They've got the number 1 recruiting class for 2026 coming in. They've got a very tall and lengthy team. The SEC is going to be really good again in basketball this year, but they came out fast. They are also now 1-0 after winning at Howard last night. Final score there was 88-67. The Tigers get done there. Sean Phillips Jr., the big center, 16 points, 11 rebounds. Loved seeing that. You also had Teal Barrett with 9 points, 3 rebounds last night. So the Tigers starting out 1-0, which is really good. And they have to keep that going too. They'll be back in action this week, Friday. Well, who is it? Well, hold on a second. Let me see there again. I've got them coming up. Oh, Sunday, November 9th, hosting VMI. I thought they were hosting SEMO. That's my mistake. I thought they were playing SEMO on Friday. But then they've also got some games coming up. Notre Dame on December 2nd. Yeah, they were missing some games there. I have to go back and look at that scheduling right there from Missouri's schedule. But anyway, that was a big win for Mizzou as well from a sports standpoint. Let me check something here really quick on that when it comes to their schedule and the team that they have. I was the people that really got them off. I mean, their team last night, who was coming off the right off the bench, I was like, really? Yeah, they play SEMO Friday. It was free SEMO Friday. So that's what I thought. Next game is they host Southeast Missouri State on Friday, who SLU just beat up last night. So that's 7:00 Friday night before the football game on Saturday. Then they host VMI on Sunday. So Friday, Sunday tilt for Mizzou basketball. Then next Wednesday's their first Power 4 test against Minnesota. So they've got some of those games coming up. We'll see what happens, obviously, with the Tigers from that standpoint. It's 6:26 on this Monday morning. Glad you guys are with us this morning. We're up and at it, rocking and rolling, getting everything moving and shaking. Don't know what's up in your day today, but you can jump in with us. We try to get you up in the day. We invite you into the show. Tell us what's happening in your world. We promote things that are going on. All things St. Louis all the time, and water cooler talk around the area. What's going on? Do you guys think, let's see here, 45. Okay. The other sports thing that we had to get into, Monday Night Football, and we'll do it a little bit later if you guys want to, but I didn't want to spend a ton of time on it. Cowboys lost to the Cardinals last night. Two teams that are not going to the playoffs. The Cowboys really hurt themselves last night. I know there's Cowboys fans all over the place, but it's an organization in shambles. They can't figure out what they're doing. Dak Prescott hasn't been bad, but he got outplayed by Jacoby Brissett last night for the Cardinals. A backup quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals leads them to the victory last night. So Arizona's now 3-5. The Cowboys are 3-5-1 going into a bye. And it's like the fans. I was watching Jerry Jones come into the game last night, right? Like signing autographs. And it's just like that. That's what you get as a Cowboys fan. Jerry Jones grandstanding. Prescott was 24 of 39, had a touchdown interception, 250 yards. Brissett was 21 of 31 with 2 touchdowns for 261 yards. So congrats to the Cardinals taking care of business. And I guess pretty much, in my humble opinion, maybe like sealing the deal for the Cowboys. 3-5-1 going into the bye. And in an NFC that is wide open, teams have to be kicking themselves right now when it comes to what they're starting to see if they're losing games that they should be. But it was a weird NFL weekend. A lot of favored teams lost. They just did lost. We'll see if anything changes for this next week of the NFL schedule. Okay, still to come. We'll get into the local barbecue restaurant that's trying to help people with SNAP benefits going away as long as this government shutdown continues, which is close to being the longest ever. Spirit Airlines news, what they're doing over at Lambert. Show you the video from Sky Zone in Baldwin. Just a sad scene, a sad state of affairs. Should not be happening. And anything else that you guys want to talk about. Election day in the area. All the more right here on Arch City Now. X, Facebook, and YouTube. Producer Rice here. I'm Vic Faust. We are your Lou Information Station, just getting you going this morning. We'd like to ease into it, then ramp things up. We are your Lou Information Station live and on demand at louinfo.com. Hey there, welcome back into the show, everybody. 6:36 is the time, getting you up and at it here in the St. Louis metropolitan area. We do it every morning from our studios, live at 590, the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood on Manchester Road, right next to the Pasta House. Come by, say hi. Ryan, you doing all right this morning? I think you need a little pick-me-up this morning.
Yeah, man, I am so tired.
I can tell, buddy.
I was trying to build my new setup yesterday, and it was not going right. It was going right for a second, but this mic is making me mad.
All right. Your new setup, I guess, with your laptop.
No, it's actually with my PC and laptop.
Did you ever get helped out by the Maryville guys?
No. No, I didn't. So I went to the guys over at Micro Center on Brentwood and stuff, and they got me right.
That's producer Ryan, Vic Faust. I was just jumping them back into the show from that standpoint. Glad you guys are here. 637. Stream us on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Give us a call if you want to. 855-282-8255. Love it when you guys jump into the show and participate with us. We're here Monday through Friday. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us every day, Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 as well. The former Blue Cam Jansen, I think he was at the game last night, and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Yeah, Blues won last night. Thankfully, 7-game lose streak is over. They won. They're still in last place in their division, but they won. Looked a little bit better. Rob Thomas back in the lineup. Had their second goal tonight. Dalibor Dvorsky with the first goal on a power play, which was just brilliant. Then Pew Suter really coming into his own at playing center, which is really good for this team. Moved Shen out to the wing last night. That was fun to watch in regards to seeing a team go down 2-0 because I was like, oh, they're going to lose. It's going to be 8 in a row. Not so fast, Vic. Jordan Bennington made some really good saves in the second and third period. Kept it 2-0. And then, of course, the Blues came back, scored not 1, not 2, but 3 unanswered goals. They get the victory for their second win of the season at home. So now they hit the road for a couple of games. They won't be in town until Saturday, but they will be back on Saturday. And that's fine. They go on the road for Washington tomorrow night. And then Thursday, they got back-to-back games on the road. That's going to be tough at Washington, at Buffalo. And then they're back home at Enterprise on Saturday night against Seattle. That, by the way, is a 6 p.m. start time on Saturday. If people are looking for something to do to go check out the Blues, that should be fun from that standpoint to go check out. Some other news that we were talking about, it's election day in the St. Louis area. 5 counties have elections, and, the special elections don't draw out many people. Sometimes if you get 20%, you're very, very fortunate. But if there's something passionate to your heart that's on the election, you should get out there and try to get other people to go out and vote as well. You can cast your ballot between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. today, November 4th. St. Louis County areas that have props, Bill Fountain Neighbors has one. The city of Clayton has a proposition that you can go check out. Creve Coeur, Ladue, Veneta Park, and then the Melville School District also has a proposition, and also in St. Louis County, Rockwood. So if you are in any of those areas, you can check it out. Literally, you can go to any of these news stations, and we're not going to break down every proposition. You can look it up and read them for yourself. Jefferson County has one in the city of Festus as well. So a lot of areas, a lot of towns, municipalities with some propositions. You can check it out if you want to get involved today and have your vote counted. Okay, I want to get into this situation. I brought it up yesterday because I was first told about it Sunday night, about what happened over at Sky Zone because of media and people posting videos of what looked like a melee going on outside and then indoors at Sky Zone on Manchester Road in Baldwin, not far from the police department. So we'll show you some of the video here when it comes to what was going on. Now, according to police officers, they were called to the trampolines park Saturday following a large event. And is that video showing, buddy?
Oh no, you want me to pull it?
Oh yeah,
Pull it
so,
up right
yeah.
now?
No, I'm sorry. According to police officers, they were called to the trampoline park Saturday evening, and we'll fast forward video from some of the news. I think Fox had stories there on it. But crowds at the event, they turned out to be oversold. That's the first mistake. You can't oversell those things. So then police say that things became disorderly when the staff shut the doors and turned people away after reaching capacity. Yeah, I think I'd be upset as well. But then, out of nowhere, a single gunshot was reported, and police located a shell casing as well. There was also damage to several businesses right there near Sky Zone. No injuries were reported. The Baldwin Police Department continues to investigate the incident, and if anybody has any information, they're asked to call the Baldwin Police Department, please. So they oversell the event, shut the doors, and then people get upset and start showing, as you see, their dislike. So they shut down the event. No word on Sky Zone closing, but somehow, man, some way, you got to figure out something to do. I mean, what do you do? You paid for a ticket. If you paid for a ticket, I'm talking about the people that you paid for tickets, and then they just close the door. Sorry, we're oversold. You just call back the next day to get your money back. I don't know. It's not a good look, that's for sure. I was also told this was another story that was making regional news. So we had the former St. Louis anchor making national news yesterday and being charged with her mother's stabbing death. And then you also had this story from Sky Zone going at least regionally. So it's like, okay, all right, here we go. Not great news, but, you know, it is what it is. So that's what had happened with Sky Zone since we had talked about it and brought that up yesterday. And then more news came out yesterday during the day after what we saw initially and what we heard initially regarding what was going on over in Baldwin. So they got to take care of some business there and figure out, make sure that doesn't happen again. Obviously, it seems like the business is not closing. 6:44 is the time. This is Art City Now. I'm Vic Faust, producer Ryan alongside as well. All right, you've got some St. Louis flight schedules that are going to change. Spirit Airlines is discontinuing its service. Don't know how much you use Spirit, if you have at all. But the airline shared yesterday that starting January 8th, coming up here in a few months, 2026, Spirit is no longer going to be at St. Louis Lambert Airport. It's not just St. Louis. The change is also being applied to Milwaukee, Phoenix, and Rochester, New York. So service from Spirit Airlines will no longer be coming out of a city in Colombia, the country, Bucaramanga, Colombia, on January 13, 2026. Those who plan to travel with Spirit in 2026 will be contacted by the airline for possible refunds. They say thank you to our partners and guests in these communities for their support over the years. Okay. So no more Spirit. I think I flew Spirit once. It was, I just can't remember, but nothing over the top, nothing exciting from that standpoint when it came to Spirit in that standpoint when it came to our news from there. Hey, shout out to Beast Craft Barbecue Company based over in Belleville, Illinois. They're trying to help people during the time of uncertainty regarding SNAP benefits. So David Sandusky, the owner, said the public's invited to purchase what they call a community meal for $9.99 to feed those who need food and drink. So in addition to that, Sandusky says that his company, Beast Craft Barbecue, is going to match the donation, providing another free meal to someone who needs it. He basically said, you buy 10, we match 10. And that's really cool. It's a sack lunch. It has a 1/4 pound slider of pulled pork, turkey, or kielbasa. You've got fries and also an oatmeal cream pie, as well as an Excel Bottling Company canned soda or water. He says it's a no question thing. Really, really cool doing the community meal. You could call the company as well. You can pay for a credit card, whatever, just to promote what's happening and help Beast Craft Barbecue Company get some of that news out, and of course, help people who need food when it comes to the SNAP situations that are going on, or need a meal, or it could at least help them maybe get to another SNAP benefit. And it's a real deal, some of those things that are going on. Well, this was interesting. We talked about some of these things going on. Some customers were upset. McDonald's is now adjusting its change policy. Remember I told you about the penny shortage, and some companies rounding up or expecting you to round up or giving some people money back? Well, a memo from McDonald's chain went viral on Reddit notifying customers it would not be rounding change to the nearest 5 cents. So the current administration ordered the U.S. Treasury to halt the production of pennies earlier this year because it was wasting money. McDonald's confirmed that in locations experiencing a penny shortage, the restaurant will round up or round down to the nearest 5 cents if a patron does not have exact change. So for customers using a card, the order totals remain the same. There's no issue. But if you're using cash and you don't have exact change, that money is going to be rounded down. So if the order price ends up in 1 or 2 cents, it's going to be rounded down to 0 cents. So is that going to upset you? If the order price is 3 or 4 cents, they're going to round up to 5 cents. So if the order price ends in 5 or 0, exact change will be given. If the order price ends in 6 or 7 cents, it's going to be rounded down to 5 cents.
Oh, okay.
But if the order price is 8 or 9 cents, it'll be rounded up to 10 cents. So it just depends on where you fall there, and it's a couple pennies.
So is it going to the Ronald McDonald House, or what are they doing?
Yeah, that's a great point. Doesn't say.
I round up for the Ronald McDonald House, even though it's like 1 cent.
Yeah, they do. They ask you.
Okay.
And I love that companies do that. But I've also, how do you know your money's going where they say it's going?
I don't really think about that because
I know. I don't either, but I do, but I don't.
Look, but the thing is about me, like every time I go to McDonald's, it's the same price and it's $7.99. So it's only like it's literally 1 cent.
Even after tax, it doesn't go to like 802 and you're giving
$7.99. I use the app. Here's a little trick, guys.
Yeah, they always ask you that.
Yeah.
Hey, did you use the app?
Here's a trick, guys. When you use an app for breakfast, it's buy one, get one for I think $1. So you can get 2 sausage egg McMuffins for like $4. Then you get a hash brown for $2. Or if you use the app like me, I get a free hash brown almost every 2 days.
The Ryan's deals.
Yeah.
I thought about you. Hey,
app.
Sonic has something going on too.
Ooh, do I have the Sonic?
No,
app?
you need to, Brian, we've already told you once a week, you got to give people the deals.
Oh, yeah. Hey, ask me any app, like any food or restaurant, and I bet I have the app.
Okay.
Like anything.
So that was one of the deals
Yeah, like
that we just heard about. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. So wait a second. McDonald's does what?
huh?
If you
Okay,
use the
so
app, you
I'm
get
going-
extra
Yeah,
deals.
so literally, I'm going to McDonald's right after this. I usually go to McDonald's right after the show, and I get 2 sausage egg McMuffins and a hash brown. That's usually $7.99. If I get 2 sausage egg McMuffins, it's $5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I
using the
got you.
app. I have 2,000 points because I use my points. But yeah, they got free hash brown with a purchase of a bacon or sausage egg McGriddle. I got a free hash brown with a egg McMuffin. Then it's buy one breakfast sandwich, get one for $1. That's what I get. and it's any breakfast sandwich. Like you can get like a steak bagel thing, and then the next one you get is $1.
Okay, well, I told people last week when you were promoting Qdoba and Chipotle's.
Oh, yeah.
So does somebody send you these updates? Do the companies send you updates, or do you just sign up for an app and then you start to see it?
Some companies send like updates. It depends. Like I have the Rallies app too. Checkers and Rallies.
They're still around?
Yeah, it's on the
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's one
They're
right by
still
SLU. There's one right by SLU.
Like I haven't seen that anywhere, my friend.
And I love the Rallies app. It's cool. It sends you like text updates. It'll be like, hey, today we're doing a deal. Here, have a free burger. Like it'll be anything. Like
it's interesting from what you have, and then we were talking about McDonald's and their round up, round down change situation. They also stopped the self-serve soda machines.
McDonald's did?
Yeah, they're stopping.
They're stopping that?
Yeah, because they were losing money.
Because people were just going in.
Yeah, because people screwing them over.
Like just coming in and just
humans will always take more.
I'm not gonna lie. In college, I didn't do this, but I know a lot of people that would just like have their water bottle and just go in and just fill it up. Like I felt like I was gonna get caught, so I wouldn't do it. But there were people that would do it.
Well, they're the ones that started this back in the 80s. Allegedly, McDonald's started the self-serve sodas.
Oh, and also another shout out. I do eat healthy. That's the only fast food I eat is a sausage egg McMuffin. I can't
do it in the morning. There you go.
I can't. And I gotta eat out because I wake up at 5 a.m.
Okay. They didn't say they're losing money, but they are.
Yeah, they are.
That's why they're doing. Oh, we're just going in a different direction. We want to do some different things. They don't want to say, yeah, our customers are getting 2 drinks for the price of 1. Okay.
Wait, so it's not free refills anymore?
I don't think so. No, or unless you have to go up and you let them do it.
Oh, that's stupid.
They would do that up there. I guess at the counter, maybe.
No, that's literally
economic pressures and the need to optimize operations have influenced this decision.
They just are greedy. That's insane. Like you're McDonald's, bro.
Yeah, that's what they got. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but it's at least once a week we got to do like Rise deals or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got
the Right Guy deal.
I got all types of stuff we can do. You can ask me any food restaurant, got it. You can tell me, I can tell you a deal. I got
restaurants too, huh?
Have you ever heard of the Fazoli's app?
No, but I know about Fazoli's.
Yeah, I got the Fazoli's
I used to
app.
back in the day, like 25, 30 years ago, I ate Fazoli's.
Oh man, that Fazoli's app got me through college too.
I was like, I haven't seen that in a while.
$5 lasagna roll.
Wait, where's Fazoli's in the St. Louis area?
I don't know. I think it's like in.
Oh, you know what? I think there's one on St. Charles Rock Road.
Yeah, I think it's one in St. Charles Rock Road.
And that's one that I frequented about 30 years ago too. And it's been there that long. I'm not kidding. It has been there that freaking long.
Fazoli's is good. I like Fazoli's. But yeah, I got every app.
Well, okay. I trust you, man. I do. Boy, it's sun's out. Hey, by the way, the new daylight saving time in St. Louis, did it freak you out with the sun going down a little bit earlier yesterday? I mean, it started getting dark darker 5-ish.
Yeah, it was weird.
That first day back, we love it in the morning, sun up. Oh, yeah, this is great. Easier to get up. Evening time, it's like, where'd you go? And my friend, tired. I don't know, getting darker earlier. I was like, wait a second, what? It's like, what happened to the rest of the day? It just takes a little bit of time to adjust. Talked to a couple of people. They felt a little bit tired, obviously, because of daylight saving time. Losing that hour, falling back, moving forward. Anyway, so at least the weather's really nice right now as we have made the adjustment and the change coming into November 4th. As we continue to move forward very, very fast at the end of the year. Thanksgiving, literally, 3 weeks away, just over 3 weeks away. It's already here this year. So that's coming up. Talked about seeing Christmas trees at a mall already 2 days ago. I'm fine with that. It's all good. Promotes positivity, love, holiday season, staying positive, of course. Okay. When we come back, we'll talk about this new Missouri Department of Health notification about, I guess you would call it a substance / drug. It's a synthetic drug that they're saying is 13 times stronger than morphine. And you can get it in vape stores. We'll get into that. Yeah, it's called 70H. We'll get into that. We'll reset the stage from the sports standpoint. Blues, big win. Billikens, Mizzou, all winners. Monday Night Football, plus other news headlines from the day. We are Art City Now. Producer Rise alongside with his deals of the day. I'm Vic Faust, 855-282-8255. You can catch us on X, Facebook, and YouTube as well. Chime in. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods, or if you want to promote anything and everything from St. Louis. We'll be back with more of the show right after this. All right, guys, welcome back into the show. Happy Tuesday morning, St. Louis. We are here, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed every morning, Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m., getting you up and at it all over the metro area. What's happening for you guys in your life as we hit November 4th? It is an election day. We'll go over that a little bit later in the show, too. Then it was 6 municipalities have some propositions. If you're interested, you can check that out. Literally, you can Google it, depending upon where you live. We'll talk about that, get into that as well. Also, Ryan is deals, the Rye Guy deal. People want burger. Somebody chimed in and said, number one, you're not eating healthy if you're eating, what is it, sausage, egg, McMuffins in the morning?
Sausage, egg, McMuffin.
Sorry, if you're in the morning.
That's all I eat in the morning. And by the time I come back home, it's like 1:30. I go work out, burn those calories off, and I go eat like a little like chicken stir fry with like some cabbage. Or
there you go.
Like lettuce.
Hey, from time to time, I'll do the double quarter pounder there because that beef on the double quarter pounder. Yes.
Yeah.
And cheese. I don't eat with the cheese, but I just get, and it's little ketchup, mustard, and it's fine. But you've got the deals there. I started following a guy on Instagram that if you are going to eat fast food, how to get the most protein.
Mm-hmm.
And how to, take away fries and add an extra patty. And literally you can have a triple from Wendy's without mayonnaise and lower fat. The sodium still may be a little high.
Probably.
But high protein, low carb, and good luck finishing it. One of those types of things where you're eating it and it's like, okay, and then you're really full. There's a guy on Instagram. Yeah, I'll show you where it's like where you could go. For example, you go to Chick-fil-A. If you're going to eat Chick-fil-A, get an extra 2 patties, chicken patties. Now it could be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But and then no fries.
Oh, that may be the same as a meal then.
No, but the protein real high. Oh yeah, the protein is high. The carbs are down, the fat's down, and you're full, and you can eat a lot. So I just don't down it with tons of sauce either. Their sauce is like very, very, very fattening.
That's why
it's incredible.
Every day Rockio comes back with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, of course he does.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, I got to get out of the studio.
No, we appreciate you guys jumping in on Facebook, X, YouTube as well. Rye will work on something for Burger King for you, Donna, on the chat line.
For you already.
Okay, here we go.
I don't even have the app, but I do know if you download the app for Burger King. Well, I do have the app, but I got to re-download it. But if you go to Burger King, there should still be a $5 2 breakfast croissant witches. That's what.
Wait, could you repeat that again?
$5 for 2 breakfast croissant witches.
Croissant witches?
Croissant witch eye. I don't know. Croissant witch?
I don't know. Croissant witches?
Yeah, I don't know. 2 croissant. They say 2 croissant witch. I don't like how that sounds. So.
Yeah, that's like that's like daylight saving time.
Yeah,
it's one of those things.
But yeah, you can get that. There's also what was another one I remember? I didn't get it much, but $7 Bacon King. I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Like a burger. Oh, I used to get like $2 mozzarella fries instead of it being like $3-4. I used to get like $2 mozzarella fries. There's a lot of deals. When you have a girlfriend, man, you have to know how to save money. So you gotta have those deals, man.
There you go. Oh, you got a girlfriend?
I did when I was having.
I've learned this. I can't ask personal questions on the air.
Like when I was eating all that stuff. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's all right. Take her to Burger King, baby.
Real quick, like right after, got to stop somewhere real quick. Oh, you want some mozzarella fries? Okay.
Yeah. Right to a girl's heart. Yeah. Mozzarella fries, baby. Yeah. This is Art City Now. That's producer Ryan. I'm Vic Faust. 7:09 on this Tuesday, November 4th. Talk about true blessing with the weather. But 70s today, 70s tomorrow, high 60s, I guess, on Thursday, Friday. It's going to get cold, I guess, Monday, maybe Sunday into Monday and Tuesday. Next week, yeah, not so great, but the rest of the week looks pretty darn nice. Enjoy that if you get a chance to get outside. Obviously, it was weird last night with the sun going down a little bit early with daylight saving, but enjoy it on the flip side, which is the morning. We start broadcasting about 6:05, and what do you know? The sun starts to come up. We can actually see outside from our studios in Kirkwood, over here at the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Manchester. Hey, by the way, if you want to promote anything, your business, your bar, people, charities, do so. Give us a call, 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. Let us know why. We'd love to do it. It's about St. Louis. You can also jump in on the chat line and do it there. You can do that on X, Facebook, and YouTube at Arch City Now. Once again, that's Arch City Now. X, Facebook, and YouTube. Love to promote, talk about the positive and those things that are going down. All right, all you AC/DC fans. AC/DC coming to St. Louis September 8th of 2026. I know it's just under a year away, but I just saw that. So get your concert tickets. If you want to go see AC/DC, they're going to be at Enterprise September 8th of 2026. I liked AC/DC, some songs when I was growing up. So my son, I'll never forget, I think we were maybe fifth grade, sixth grade. And he wanted me to play some music before his football game. And it was some AC/DC. And I just, as a dad, I'm sitting there like, yeah. Thunder, I think it was Thunderstruck.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, my man, we'll play this. You got it. All day long, Thunderstruck. Anyway, so AC/DC, September 8th. Enterprise 2026. Speaking of Enterprise, the Blues last night finally ended their losing streak, 7 games. Yeah, it was not fun. At least they got it done last night. And of course, they scared us. They were down 2-0 in the first period. But then it was all downhill after that. Jordan Binnington made some really good saves after that. Dalibor Dvorsky with a one-timer on the power play to give them their first goal. And I don't know who it was on the Blues, like pregame broadcast. I guess it's somebody who covers the team, a female, and I don't know her name. Literally, she predicted it yesterday. Like, she called it. She's like, well, I was at practice this morning. I see a Dalibor Dvorsky power play goal on a one-timer. So I was looking for that last night. I'm like, oh, that could be the case for his first goal. And as luck would have it, that's exactly how he scored. So whoever that is on the pregame show, kudos to you for calling that out yesterday. Major props. Also, Robert Thomas back in the lineup last night, got the second goal, tying the game for the Blues. And then Pius Suter, centerman, really coming into his own. They've got centerman back, so it allowed Brendan Shin to go back out to the wing. And he won the game with under a minute 30 left with a goal. So the Blues in the 7-game losing streak. They've now won their second game at home, thankfully. Now they head back out onto the road. They're on the road in Washington and Buffalo Wednesday and Thursday. They'll be back in St. Louis, by the way, Saturday night. So if you're looking for your next Blues opportunity, it's Saturday night when they host the Kraken. By the way, the Blues last night wore their jerseys that they wore before their last losing streak began. It's the jerseys from last year. Remember we were talking about the jerseys they were going to wear last night, Ryan?
Yes. What color were they?
It was the jersey from last year, the dark one.
Man,
they're wearing that as their third jersey.
that's cool, but
So, but now they've won 2 in a row wearing that jersey.
They may need to go back.
That's how superstitious the hockey players are. I've always wondered if the hockey players or the baseball players are more superstitious. Some football players are, but being a form, I mean, it just, and I've covered every sport. College, professional, I've been in locker rooms. I'm telling you, the baseball players and the hockey players are the most superstitious. And I'm wondering which one might be more, or who people think are. The football players were not as much, just from my experience. It doesn't mean I'm right. It's just from my experience, I did not see them being as superstitious.
I think baseball. I don't know why. I just feel like I've heard a lot more superstitions from baseball, but I'm more of a baseball fan than hockey, though. Basketball, I know for sure they're not superstitious for real.
I don't remember any in the NBA, and I covered the NBA for 5 years.
Like, basketball players will wear different shoes. They'll wear different anything. They don't care as long as they look good. Football players, they're just, I don't know. I've had a football player that I've heard that he said that he wears the same socks. He's
Really?
Yeah, I forgot what his name was, but he said he was wearing the
No,
same,
I could see that.
he was wearing the same socks since high school.
I get it.
Like,
No, I
okay.
do.
But
No, I get it. I do. I totally get that.
you get that?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Because I remember there was a way I would get dressed a certain way on game days. Like I can't do it that right. I have to put this, I lace up the belt this way. Yeah. Yeah. No, I would do that. Yeah, absolutely. From a superstition standpoint.
I never was a superstitious player. Like,
Are people superstitious just in their daily lives, not even sports, just getting their day set?
Maybe.
Or is it just called a routine?
Yeah, it may be just a routine, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Blues got that win last night. Talking about them, they're still in last place in their division, but hey, it's early. Lots of time for them to climb out. I'm just glad that they got the win last night. Speaking of wins last night, which was good, SLU basketball, they win their first game of the year, and they dominated SEMO, Southeast Missouri State, last night. They looked really good in the process as well. Robbie Avila, I mean, he could be a dominant player. He really can be. And I certainly hope he will be. 92-67 was the final.
Do you know his nickname? Also, I watched him when he was at Indiana State because he played Drake a lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
Bob Ramsey, by the way, has the best calls of him. The color, he starts speaking in Spanish and with a Hispanic accent. Avila.
Yeah. Do you know what they were calling him? Like,
no,
his nickname? A lot of people were calling him Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Cream?
Kareem, yes.
Cream.
Yes.
Cream. That's funny. He's good. He's a good
really
player.
Good. I like Kellen Thames too. I played against Kellen a few times in high school.
Yep. The Pattonville product playing you, the St. Mary product.
But yeah, they're doing really well.
So big win last night to open the season, 92-67. A lot of expectations for SLU this year as well. Also, besides Robbie Avila, a guy you'll hear the name of, Dion Brown as well. He had a big game, 11 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and of course, Kellen Thames. Also winning last night was Mizzou basketball. Big win too. They were at Howard last night, so they won 88-67. And they, let's see here, their big man in the middle, Sean Phillips Jr. was the big guy. Sean Phillips Jr. last night, he had 16 points, 11 rebounds. He played very, very, very well. Also, had a big game was Teo Barrett. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. So good news from that standpoint. Also from the sports standpoint, wrapping up from things that were going on last night, Monday Night Football. Oh, yeah. The Cowboys lost. Sorry, I know there's Cowboys fans, and they've been fans in this area, and they've been around for a long time. But I'm not a big Jerry Jones fan, so I'm not upset to see the Cowboys lose. Talk about just an organization that is run so poorly by the worst owner in the NFL. They deserve everything, every loss, every just depression. They deserve it because of Jerry freaking Jones.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've never seen an owner get a big head because they won championships. I wasn't even alive when that happened, but like it just seems like he has a big head from winning those championships in the 90s or whatever.
Well, and of course he's just an arrogant man.
Yeah.
Just a very arrogant man. And I already said it earlier, St. Louis has their own fault in why the Rams ended up leaving. That's a long story. They have fault too. But Jerry Jones, Stan Kroenke's lynchman, so to speak, was key in helping put the final nail in the coffin. Jerry's just, it's all right. Enjoy your losing organization and your losing football teams until your time as the owner comes to an end, whenever that may be. So they lost to the freaking Cardinals without Kyler Murray. Jacoby Brissett outplayed.
Yeah. Dak.
So Cardinals now 3-5 on the season. Cowboys 3-5-1. Doesn't look like there'll be any playoffs for the Cowboys this year. Maybe for the Cardinals, but at least maybe
No.
Jacoby Brissett
Hope not.
can give them a spark plug, at least as they move forward. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hey, Patrick Mahomes, by the way, I know Chiefs fans all over the city of St. Louis or the area of St. Louis. Mahomes came out and blasted himself yesterday for how he played in the game, the loss against the Bills. So expect the Chiefs to play a lot better this week. But the Chiefs, who are now 5-4, third place in their division, outside of the playoff hunt, they're at Indianapolis this week.
And
are the Colts for real or not? Yeah. Daniel Jones had 5 turnovers.
yeah.
And they barely lost to Pittsburgh. So I don't know, man. That's going to be interesting. That's a big game for the Chiefs. If the Chiefs go 5-5, I don't know if they make the playoffs. And I am not kidding when I say that. Next week, they literally are playing the Colts. And then the week after, I think they host the Broncos.
Yeah, and I think they still have
who are first place in their division, and they play the Chargers one more time too.
Yeah,
so that is a big game. We find out if the Colts are for real as well.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think this game is more important for the Colts to get back on track, or do you think it's more important for the Chiefs?
More important for the Chiefs, because the Chiefs would be 5-5 if they lost. 100%. 100% more important for the Chiefs, which is why I think the NFL script will dictate the Chiefs. Now you know where I am.
Yeah, I'm putting, what are you putting?
The officials.
You think it's going to be close?
Oh, I want to see who the officiating crew is, and then look at their history with the Chiefs. That's how deep I look into it.
Dang.
That's
actually smart though.
Look at who the officiating crew is and what they have a history of doing, and how road underdogs fare, because the Chiefs will be a road underdog in that game. I know it sounds nuts.
No, it's not.
But I'm telling you, you look at who those crews are and how those games can get called. But Patrick Mahomes called himself out for his playing this last week. Hey, also, Mizzou, big home game this Saturday, 2:30. It's an all blackout game for the Tigers. Told to wear black. Texas A&M, number 3 in America. Complete team, the best team that Mizzou is playing all season. They're in Columbia. Right now, the spread that I saw that game at right now is 7 points. DraftKings. Mizzou is getting 7 points in that game. So Texas A&M favored by 7. The over-under at about 48.5. So interesting to see what's going on with that game. Matt Zoller's the 19-year-old getting his first start after 2 weeks to prepare. Of course, Texas A&M also had a bye last week. They have had 2 weeks to prepare for a 19-year-old quarterback. They've already got one of the best defenses in America too. Their offenses, they're good. They are just damn good. So, don't know how people feel. If you want to jump in, you can do that as well. Let us know how you think that game's going to play out. And of course, we'll talk about it. Yeah, from that standpoint. Somebody just sent me this. Oh, David Beckham has been knighted, Sir David Beckham. He is now referred to as Sir David Beckham. Okay, thank you. NBA headline really quick, since this was a sports segment. Kevin Durant, one of the best players of all time. Can we call him that?
For sure.
Thank you. Says that Cooper Flagg, the rookie for Dallas out of Duke, he's still 18, huh?
Yeah, he's still 18. He should be in college right now, freshman year.
Or sophomore year?
No, freshman year.
Well, he played last year.
Yeah, he reclassed up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's why people are saying he's so good. Yeah.
Dude should be a freshman in college.
Yeah, he should be. He should.
He's playing with grown men now.
Yeah, he should have went to prom last, in May. Yeah.
Says that Cooper Flagg is going to be considered one of the best of all time before he's done. Kevin Durant saying that about Cooper Flagg already. Okay, Kevin. Okay. I went to see if they had the same agent, and I couldn't find it yet.
Probably.
Because there's always a story behind the story. At least it just seems that.
But at the same time, it's probably because they know that it takes a little bit while, to really translate to the NBA, especially his style of game. Like VJ Edgecombe, on the other hand, he can just come out and be super uber athletic and play with a bunch of like other guys that are uber athletic and score. But with Cooper Flag, he needs an actual team. He needs an actual point guard. He's playing point guard right now. I don't understand it. It's just, I don't know what Jason Kidd is thinking, but I'm not a coach, so.
I had a chance to meet Jason a couple times. I liked him.
Cool dude, I bet.
Yeah, when he was the head coach, when he was an assistant coach in Milwaukee, by the way, about, I don't know, 9 years ago, went to a game. Yeah, a friend of mine took us to the game. He got us tickets, so we were down courtside. Really cool, fun time meeting Jason. Also, St. Louis City SC, congratulations. They have a new sporting director. His name's Corey Ray. He's going to oversee the teams, and I love this. Roster strategy, I get, scouting and recruitment, and then player health and performance. How about that? Player health and performance. He has an extensive knowledge of the MLS landscape, deep squad building, recruiting expertise, and a proven track record of creating high-performing, sustainable organizations. That sounds good to me. Bring him in. Let's get St. Louis City SC rocking like they should be. They say that he's going to make the team stronger by building upon their existing foundation and then working collaboratively with the sporting team to improve in every aspect of the operation. So what was Corey doing before? Well, he was the director of soccer at CF Montreal. He also held assistant general manager roles at both Toronto FC and the Columbus Crew. Very experienced. He's been around a while. The team ended on a good note last year, making some changes. And now we know, absolutely we know, and we would love to see St. Louis City SC getting some of the success that they should have and that the fans deserve. And, of course, want to see as well. So we are Arts City now. It's 7:27 right now. Producer Eyes, the other voice. I'm Vic Faust. You can catch us on Art City now and stream us every day, Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. on X, YouTube, and Facebook. Once again, that's X, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also give us a call, check in. We love to talk all things St. Louis and water cooler stories. Phone number there to do that is 855-282-8255. We come back, we'll talk about that substance that the Missouri Department of Health is now warning people about that can be purchased at vape shops. So very concerned about that. Also a new study about kids and vaping, teens and vaping by Gemma and what it's telling us and how serious the vaping is. And are kids still vaping and the percentages of kids once they start vaping, if they stay vaping, and how difficult it is to kick the habit once you start, just like smoking cigarettes. The addiction is real. Talk to anybody who smokes, man. It's tough to break that habit. That's for sure. If you're trying to get into that, also reset the other stories from the day. Thoughts and prayers out to the family of Dick Cheney, former U.S. Vice President, of course, to George W. Bush, rather. He was in office from 2001 through 2009. So all that's coming up. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with those. And, of course, if you want to give out the shout-outs to any business people, whatever, you can do it via phone or you can jump in on the live stream. And, of course, we'll get that out there. Back with more of Art City Now right after this. now. Producer Rye, I'm going to get this other headset and see if it's the headset that all of a sudden went out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you can't do radio and podcasting with a headset that is not working.
Yeah, because I was about to say your mic's working though. Mic's on.
I was talking about the headset here. Whoa, hey now. Yeah, don't you just love the dead air? The dead air, terrible radio. How did that happen all of a sudden?
I don't know.
It's
Sometimes
like the headsets
stuff
are working, and then all of a sudden the headsets aren't there. Okay, guys, we are back 7:35 on a Tuesday morning, November 4th. Glad you are with us for Art City Now. That's producer Rye. I'm Vic Faust. Jump into the show, the final segment. If you want to, you can give us a call. Talk about the Missouri story, St. Louis area. We've got the headlines, anything and everything when it comes to St. Louis. 855-282-8255. You can also stream us on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Once again, that Arch City Now name. Producer Rice here. I'm Vic Faust. One of the stories we were getting into, too, the Missouri Department of Health warns, and I'd never heard of this, and I don't know if you had either, right, or anybody else, but they're warning of a synthetic drug 13 times stronger than morphine. So health officials are reporting a surge in poison control calls over the use of the unregulated substance, and this is all in Missouri. It's sold as something called 7-hydroxy or synthetic kratom. So 7...
Oh.
What's that?
Synthetic kratom?
Yeah, they say that they're issuing a public warning right now about it being sold in convenience stores.
Yeah, that's like
13 times stronger than morphine.
Yeah, it's like some weird thing that like you can get at like a gas station and they just sell it. It's gross. Never seen it like in person, but I've seen it like on gas stations and looked it up. And
7-0.
What is that?
7-hydroxy synthetic kratom led to a sharp increase in exposure reports.
Yeah.
Literally from January to September. So 47 reports, the Missouri Poison Center, 47 reports of exposures involving kratom or 7-hydroxy. Double the number from the previous year. So something's going on. I had never heard of this before. But if the Missouri Department of Health is putting this out there, then obviously it's a big deal. So they say that the plant kratom actually contains over 25 alkaloids, which are chemicals that interact with the human body. They say the most potent and addictive one that hits our opiate receptors is 7-0. So that's where the issue is. The effects of taking too much of the synthetic compound can be severe. They say the most extreme example is that someone can overdose. 7-hydroxy can hit the opioid receptors and cause what we call respiratory depression. A person can stop breathing and die. So people have to be very careful of this. You have to educate yourself and make sure if you know somebody who's taking it that they know the risk. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. The unregulated product, though, 7-0, is creating confusion. It's also allegedly giving a bad reputation to businesses that sell kratom products. And you may know some of that. I don't have any idea about kratom. I did a couple stories on it at one point in time.
Yeah, that's all I've really done was like covered stories on it in school. So I had to do a little research about it. And then like there was this like corner store that had like the only good drinks in Iowa, like all like the good like what drinks I explain? I don't know, like good juices and good lemonades and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we would go there and we just see a bunch of like these people did not look good, but like a bunch of people just hanging around the store and stuff, and it looked like they were like doing that stuff, and it was like, I felt so bad for them.
I said it was creating confusion.
Yeah.
They say that the hydroxy, the 7-0, they look like the other products too. So the natural leaf kratom product or the products do not look like that. Natural leaf kratom products are generally speaking labeled appropriately and they say what the ingredients are, but this is causing a synthetic one. But I don't know. I mean, is it addictive then? Is that why people are using it? They say that they would prefer that 7-0 products do not call themselves kratom at all because they're not really kratom, but they're marketing themselves as that right now because it's unregulated. It's a synthetic product. So kratom is actually natural.
Oh,
according to the Missouri Department of Health. But here's the other thing. 164 people have died from kratom-related product use over the last 5 years in Missouri.
that's what I was saying. I was like, it can't be.
That's
anything.
insane to me. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what it's called. 7-0. I'd never heard of it. Saw that report come out this morning. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of 7-0. I've heard of kratom because they like plaster it on like gas stations and stuff while you're driving around, but I've never heard of that 7-0 stuff.
Okay. Just making sure people know what's going on from that standpoint. Other news and news headlines. And we do everything here on the show. Once again, Art City Now covering news headlines, lots of sports headlines, entertainment, food, music, water cooler talk, things from that standpoint, promote businesses, people, bars, whatever you guys want to do. It's also an election day. Special elections. You don't get a lot of turnout on special elections, and that's not just for the St. Louis area. That's pretty much all around America. Fortunate if you get 15, 20%, it seems. Some of the propositions that are out there can be really important. Some of them you read and you're like, okay, whatever. I'm just being real. But in St. Louis County today, and you guys can break it all down yourself and go look if you care, if you live in those areas. We don't have time to break every single prop down, but Bellefontaine Neighbors has one today. Clayton has a prop that's being voted on. Creve Coeur, Ladue, Bonita Park, the Millville School District, and Rockwood. Also, Jefferson County, over there in the city of Festus, they have a proposition that's being voted on today as well. So it is a election day. If that means something to you, if it's affecting you in your life, go ahead, try it out, go vote, or don't complain if you don't like some of the situations that are happening in the areas where you guys live. Other headlines from today: Spirit Airlines. Don't know if you guys were flying Spirit, ever did, or continuing to, regardless, but Spirit Airlines is also discontinuing its service right now. The airline, which shared the news on Monday, said that starting January 8th, just a few months from now, Spirit is no longer going to be operating at St. Louis Lambert Airport. They say the changes are also being applied in Milwaukee, Phoenix, and Rochester, New York, in addition to St. Louis. So that's happening. They thank their guests and partners and all the communities that they've been in for their support, but they are moving on. So no more Spirit Airlines. I flew Spirit. I remember flying Spirit at least once, and it was all right. It was okay. I mean, I don't remember anything being so horrible that I said I would never consider that again. But, you know, it happens. Hey, by the way, the story that we told you about yesterday morning, now there's been a video that was shown. You can see it all over line from Sky Zone in Baldwin on Manchester Road. Not shutting down permanently, but they had to shut down the other night. I think it was Saturday night, because what you had was the facility oversold the venue. And then you had like 60, 70 people standing outside trying to get in. So they came and shut the doors, wouldn't let anybody else in. So then people got extremely upset. They started barging in, doing everything that they could to get in, causing issues, causing problems. So they shut the event down. There was a gunshot that was fired. A shell casing was found. The investigation is continuing. Baldwin Police is literally right across the street, essentially, asking for people with any information to please come forward and let them know, because of the, quote, disorderly conduct that was happening once they did this. You can't oversell these events. People are going to get upset. Obviously, you would hope that, people are acting different, but they're not, or at least they weren't the other night. So that became an issue. More of a positive story, Beast Craft Barbecue over in Belleville, trying to help people from a SNAP standpoint who are losing benefits. They're offering a donation to match people's donations to them in purchasing food. So what the owner, David Sandusky, has done is he said they're offering what they call a community meal for just $9.99 to help people, and they'll match. So if you buy 10 community meals, they'll add 10 to it and make sure that the people that need those meals are getting those meals. And You're essentially talking about a quarter-pound slider. That's, pulled pork, turkey, or kielbasa, fries, and oatmeal cream pie, and a drink. He says it's a no questions asked thing. He's like, they come in, they ask for a community meal, and we hook them up. And it's that simple. That simple. So if you need it, it's an honor thing. It's a trust thing. And that's what they're trying to do over in Belleville. So nice gesture. No doubt about that, as they try to help people who are in need or people who are going to be dealing with situations from the SNAP benefits situation, are not going to be getting what they need. And then that, of course, can become a huge, huge situation for people having to deal with if that's going on in their neck of the woods. So, by the way, if you're going to a McDonald's, the self-serve drink service is going to be going away. They kind of said economic impact, but
say it again. They're greedy.
Producer Rice says that they're greedy. That could be happening. You may see that,
bro.
We've also talked about pennies not being made anymore by the Treasury and how it affects some businesses having to round up. Well, McDonald's also said that if your cent total, if you don't pay with exact change or a card, that if your total comes back at 1 cent or 2 cents, they're going to give you 0. They're going to round down to the nearest 5 cents. Or if your total is like 7, 8, or 9, they'll round up. So just beware if you're not using exact change or a card when you're at McDonald's. Not sure how other businesses or fast food places are going to be doing it, but at least we knew that that's how they were going to do it at McDonald's. And then, of course, producer Rye, if you join us early in the show, also gives you his Rye deals and let you know where you can get freebies. Once again, freebies, or by using apps, or getting the most of your money at the restaurants. And yeah, people were pretty amazed with you, Ryan, that you're like, oh, Ryan knows that. What? Ryan, where's Ryan? What? He knows this. He knows that.
If you guys like Subway, I can get 3 footlong sandwiches for $20.
Wait a second. Okay. 3 footlongs for $20.
I'm pretty sure it's either buy one, get one.
And does it matter what kind of ingredients on those things?
No.
And how is that from an app situation again?
It's from an app situation / it's from a code that I have.
I
can give you the code.
Okay, well there you go.
We got to wait till next segment though. I got to have something to talk about. I can't.
No, we'll do it tomorrow.
I can't give all the sauce. I can't give it all.
That's fine. Dick Cheney, also, we talked about it a little bit earlier, former vice president, 2 terms alongside Republican President George W. Bush from 2001 to 2009, passed away at the age of 84. He was very powerful, very polarizing as well, no doubt about that. The Cheney family had been around, obviously politics his entire life. Pneumonia, cardiac and vascular disease, according to the statement from his family, being the cause of death at 84 years old. Thoughts and prayers for his family from that standpoint. Other news and news headlines that we were getting from today: AC/DC has announced 21 additional dates for 2026. Their Power Up Tour. They'll be in St. Louis September 8th, 2026. I know it is a long way away, but just saw that news come out. So you can start thinking ahead to AC/DC coming to St. Louis next September. Once again, next September. Hey, it was fun to watch them do what they did last night. But here you go. The Blues won last night. The losing streak is over. The 7-game losing streak is over. They got the job done last night. Didn't start out so well, but they hung in there. Dalibor Dvorsky gets his first goal as a Blue on a one-timer on a power play. Very nice. Robert Thomas reintroduces himself to the NHL after being out for a few games. Yes, he makes a big difference. And Pius Suter also getting a goal, showing that he's a pretty good centerman, and it allowed Brendan Shen to go out to the wing. Cam Jansen, the former Blue, and Jim the Cat Hayes, the Cardinals broadcaster, we'll be talking about that, breaking that down more. He was at the game. Cam was. After our show on Hot Take Central 2.0, they take you every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock. The Blues pick up much needed 2 points. Their second winner. They have 10 points. They're still in last place in their division because everybody else was winning, but they're back on the winning track, and they looked pretty good in the second and third periods. And Jordan Bennington shut the door. Now they go on the road for 2 games, Wednesday and Thursday, Buffalo and Washington, before they come back home on Saturday. So you can watch the Blues again. A lot of home games to start the season immediately. So love to see that. Back at home Saturday night, 6 o'clock against the Seattle Kraken. But 2 road games first. So want to build upon that. You get a win. Now you go on the road for 2. And ironically, they had played better on the road. It just seemed to me like they had played better on the road than they had played at home until last night. So obviously they were able to make some good things happen last night. So the Blues get their win. Excited about that. Monday Night Football. Cardinals take down the Cowboys 27-17. Not sure if either one of those teams are going to be going to the playoffs, but Jacoby Brissett played well. The Cowboys as a team could only score 17 points. They're now 3-5-1 and in a desperate situation of trying to make the playoffs with Dak Prescott as their quarterback. And of course, they lost Micah Parsons before the season, and now they're, who knows? Who knows what's happening with them? And one of the reasons we bring that up last night, Monday Night Football, it's also a situation where you have the Chiefs who lost to Buffalo. Patrick Mahomes ripping himself after the game. They have a huge game. A lot of Chief fans throughout the St. Louis area. Coming up this Sunday, 3:25, they will be at Indianapolis. The Colts have been one of the best teams of the year. They lost last week. The Chiefs also lost. The Chiefs in a serious must-win situation at 5-4. If the playoffs started today, they would not even be in the playoffs. So, good luck, Colts. I don't know if the script says Chiefs win or not. I know people hate it when I say that. Look who the officiating crew is. How are they with road underdogs? And how will that all play out? Speaking of underdogs, Mizzou football this Saturday, an underdog. That latest point spread is 7 points. Mizzou 7-point underdog to Texas A&M at home, 2:30 Saturday. It's a wear all black game. So the Tigers with a major opportunity, but also a 7-point favorite at home to, I say, is the best team that they have played all season, coming to Columbia with their 19-year-old quarterback, Matt Zollers for Mizzou. Also, speaking of Mizzou basketball, last night they beat Howard. They looked really good, 88-67. Big man Sean Phillips Jr., their center, had 16 points, 11 rebounds. Looked really good. And how about the Billikens last night? SLU, 92-67 winners over Southeast Missouri State. SEMO, by the way, will be playing in Columbia Friday night. So that will be the first home game for the Tigers. But SLU last night looking really good. Robbie Avila, 18 points, 11 rebounds, looked really, really good. Good to see Kellen Thames playing again. And also Deion Grant, a newcomer, had a big game with 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. We told you about what was happening when it came to their basketball series and where they're going there. St. Louis City SC has a new sporting director. His name is Corey Ray. We welcome him to town as well to see how things are going to be going there. And of course, we always take all of your headlines, your stories, your ideas, anything that you guys want to talk about. You let us know. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. for Hot Take Central 2.0. Once again, 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central for Arch City Now. Hot Take Central is from 8 to 10 o'clock. That's the show that follows us today. And of course, we promote anything and everything. You want to give us a call, we'll talk about the stories you want to talk about. 855-282-8255. Once again, 855-282-8255. We appreciate it. People also talking about, hey, didn't Subway have some kind of issue with their food, Rye? That was what somebody was asking.
Hey, I don't eat Subway. I eat Jimmy John's and Penn Station.
Oh, there you go.
But Capriotti's is very overpriced. Jimmy John's does do average deals, but
The best sandwiches I have ever had in the St. Louis area, I'm going to tell you, are Capriati's.
Oh, Capriati's is so good.
And it's on Manchester Road down Rock Hill. If people don't know, they have several other locations coming to the area. I did find that out, but Capriati's very, very good. And when you talk about, they do fresh turkey every night.
Yeah.
Every night they have the fresh roasted turkey, Wagyu beef, really, really good stuff down there. You're paying for quality. I'll just tell you that. It's very, very good. Love it. Love it down there.
But if you sign up to the Capriati's app, you do get a buy one, get one 50% off, by the way.
Once again,
also, kids eat free at the Capriati's app. You get a grilled cheese.
The man of the deal. I love it. That's freaking awesome. That's producer Ryan, guys. Love it, love it, love it. I'm Vic Faust. Once again, we're all things St. Louis all the time. Weather today, 70s today, maybe close to 70 tomorrow. Sunshine, gotta love it. Get the day in, enjoy the weather. Obviously, it's getting dark a little bit earlier with daylight saving time, but it's going to get cold by Monday of next week. So enjoy this week with the temperatures as we're on to November 4th already. Time's flying by as it usually does. But once again, good day all around. Good night. Blues win. Mizzou basketball wins. SLU wins. St. Louis City SC has a new sporting director. Love it. Rye with all of his deals coming down the pipeline. And if you get a chance and you want to help out people that may need a meal, you can do that with Beast Craft Barbecue over in Belleville, Illinois, matching donations for food for people who need everything that they have to offer. So as we always do, and as we always say, stay positive. Hot Take Central with Cam and Jim are coming up next. Don't go anywhere. And of course, if you ever want to give us a call or call them, it's 855-282-8255. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust, guys. Enjoy the day. We'll catch back up with you next time. We are your Lou information station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. Have a great Tuesday, November 4th. We will see you next time.